Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So you can probably tell my voice is like gone, kind of gone. My throat's been really sore, and I've had a lot of like head congestion kind of stuff going on. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of videos this week. This will be coming out probably on the back end of the week. I didn't get like any recording done at the start of the week, and even now my voice is still kind of gone. Because my head's been so congested, and Sunday I didn't even like get out of bed because it's just my headache, or I had a horrible headache from all the coughing. Throat was really sore and all that, which has been interesting because I don't normally get sick very often. So whenever I do get sick, it's like, oh man, like this is such a strange feeling, right? But anyways, I wanted to just go ahead and get this intro recorded out. That way I can start doing a bit of speed building, because I want to get the forge in place. You will see that I have expanded on some crops. We've got, that's corn, elderberries, there's peanuts, there's parsnips, there's beets, there's barley, there is winter squash, there is turnips, there's tea leaves, and then I've got lettuce over here. I've got cucumbers and strawberries over here, which are almost filled out now. And then I did get all this other stuff expanded out, and I still have to move that chest. I have not moved that yet. I will get that done. And I have been exchanging everything for fertile soil. I can't remember if it was in last recording or if I got it in in the recording or not. But hey, shade garden, leeks and scallions and spice leaf. Okay, cool. But I can't remember if I got it in the recording or not, but I did find a bunch of bone blocks. So I got those, and I actually found some more, so I got those as well. So it ended up being like 7 stacks of bone blocks or something like that. Or 8. No. Actually, it might have been more like 9 stacks. Anyways, got a bunch of stacks of bone blocks. So I've been converting everything into fertile soil and then getting everything, all the new farms ran out as fertile soil. So, we should be in pretty good shape, I think, because now I can jump on all this stuff, and it doesn't hurt anything. And then in here, I've started sorting everything out a little bit, just temporary sorting, because this stuff isn't slotted in. Now, I do have fresh milk in here. I've been storing that in a frame drawer as well, because later on, we're going to have that automated. And then over here, I've got all the new crops slotted. And then right here are things I need to plant. And then spice leaves. I've got tea leaves, I think. Yeah, I do have spice leaves though too. But over here I've got some things I need to plant. And then I've got, these are like fruits I need to make trees out of, saplings. And then up here we kind of have more like special purpose plants that aren't planted exactly the same way as other things. And also bees are in there. And then we have food items up here. And then this is tree nodes and ground nodes. So, but anyways, with that out of the way, maybe later on this episode we might plug up the fridges with conduits. We could do XNet as well. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do need to get this thing plugged up so that we don't have to manually move everything up here. But maybe it's not a huge rush. At the same time, I really need to wait till this fridge is filled out, like 3 more rows of stuff. So we might wait on that as well. But yeah. So anyways, with that out of the way, today what we're going to start working on is the forge, because I just want to get that set up. I do want to build another windmill here pretty soon, because maybe right in there should be another one. But I got to thinking, and we've got all this space, and right now I'm going to kind of bring the farms around this and just kind of fill in this whole bit of land, and then we'll start spreading over to this bit of land, I think, is my current plan. I don't know if we'll use this area or not. I have to go look, but I know we're going to use all of this little bit. Now, where I think I want to put the forge, because we're going to have the main road, or this main road, of course we'll have different gates, but this main road that comes out goes right up through there and out in that direction, right? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the forge setting just right over here. That way we kind of keep it close. You know, we'll have some other buildings that are like scattered out, but I think having this forge kind of close to the town would be best, or the main base area. So we're going to put the forge over in this area, and then we might also get the road start running the road up through here and off in that direction. So we'll see how things go. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into a bit of building, I think. Okay, that's where we're up to at the moment. My voice is still shot. I apologize. It's, I think it's starting to pass now, but I'm just still so congested and stuff, so it's kind of clearing out. But it's been a few days, so I can't wait to record. I don't think. Um, Anyways, over here we've kind of got like a drawer system for different things that may come from mining, and then we've got ingots over here, and I went ahead and brought over a bunch of ore and stuff. And then our smeltery I expanded and made this thing a bit bigger, and so it can actually hold quite a bit of stuff in here now. And then our small plate presser is over here as well, which we're going to be setting that up for some automation. I did a little bit of decorating, but not a whole lot. The house itself is not really decorated at all. I just haven't had a lot of time this week because I felt like crap, all week. So, anyways, up here, just a little second floor. I did put a bed over here so we can sleep. But yeah, nothing overly fancy at the moment. Oh, I'm hoping that this all passes like in the next day or two. I'm hoping. I was really thinking today was going to be the day that it passed, and it's just not. I'm still like super congested. So, but anyways, this stuff's all got to go over there. Actually, I think we should probably move all this. So let me pack this stuff up real quick. And I'm also going to grab one of these furnaces. With it being from Fast Furnace, I wonder if this will work. Actually, yeah, I think so. Maybe so. It worked in my test world, but I don't know if I was using furnaces or not. Or Fast Furnaces or not. I think so, though, because I think it just kind of registers the same as, as the regular furnace. Okay, so we've got all this stuff packed up. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and automate the small plate presser real quick. And the system that I have in mind for this is actually super simple. What we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a timer, which is any kind of stone, clock. Okay. And then we're going to need 5 redstone, and then I'm going to need some wood real quick. Or some sticks. Let me go ahead and just grab some sticks and some wood both, because I think we're going to need a little bit of that stuff. And we'll pop back over, and we'll go ahead and get our clock, our timer, and our timer is actually going to go just right on top of the plate presser. Now before we set that up, and a couple other things that I'm going to want a block placer from Cyclic. This right here, and let's see, we're gonna need some string. We'll go with this method right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that. And I'm missing redstone. Alright, so there's our block placer, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up just setting I think right here should be good. And then what we're going to do, let's grab ourselves a couple things. Let's grab ourselves a lever for starters. And we're going to set the timer up just right on top of this. And we're going to set it to a 20-second timer. And yeah, it's going off. Okay, yeah, it should be going off. It's just, yeah, it's clicking. It's just not very visible because this thing only works if there's something underneath it that will, that will work with this. And then what we're going to do, I may change the block. Yeah, I don't think I want it to be cobblestone, but maybe. Let me grab, let's just take actually the trodden brick cobblestone. So it somewhat matches the small plate presser itself. And what we're going to do is, let's get ourselves 2 pieces of redstone. We're basically going to make an on-off switch for the timer. So we're going to run our redstone back. It's there, but okay, it's just not showing up for some reason. And we're going to put the lever down right there. And so this should be, yeah, it's firing off redstone, but if we do that, basically it's going to stop this from working. So I don't know why it's visually bugging out like that though, because it worked fine in my test world. But anyways, maybe it has to do with the trodden bricks. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyways, we can pull that lever and it's basically going to shut off this timer. It's going to quit running. I don't really know why it's acting up right now. Maybe it has to do with the trodden bricks. I don't know. Anyways, that stuff's in place now. And the other thing I'm going to want for this part is I'm going to want some kind of a vacuum system. I think probably the best thing to go with, of course there is the vacuum hopper, which is actually fairly cheap to make, but the vacuumulator is actually really cheap as well. And so we're going to be going with this. I am going to have to get a copper gear, which I did go ahead and make a gear press or a gear mold thing. And that is right there. I don't know why this thing is... Everything's like visually bugged right now. I don't know. But it is pouring it correctly, so... And I apologize again about my voice. It might be a shorter episode today, but I just didn't want you guys to think I'd forgotten about you. It's just... And I know I posted on the Discord, but I know not everybody's on the Discord, so... And I wasn't going to make just a really short video saying, hey, I'm sick, you know. But if you're really worried about that kind of stuff, I do suggest you join the Discord, so... That's where I'll update about those things, but... It did take me a couple days to even update, though, because there was... Like, the first day that I really had this, you know, I started getting it, like, kind of late at night. And then the next day, I didn't even feel like getting up out of bed at all, you know. I mean, I just kind of laid there. Well, I didn't lay in bed all day, but I did lay on the couch all day and just watched... I watched Netflix, like, all day. And slept a lot. Because I just had, like, a splitting headache all day long, so... Alright, so there's our hopper. Let's actually go ahead and grab 2 hoppers. And there's our vacuumulator. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to set the vacuumulator up. Let's see, where do I want to put this thing? Actually, let's put it there. Okay, and we're going to say redstone's disabled, configuration... Output is down. Auto output is enabled. So it should be pushing all of its items downwards. And then let's go ahead and put this in right there. So everything from the vacuumulator is going to go into the small storage crate. And then what we can do is we make sure that the lever is set to off. And we can just take, like, let's grab the iron, let's grab the copper, let's grab the tin, the silver. I think all this stuff should work in this. And what I'll probably do is have a storage crate that connects maybe to this or something. We can just add that there, and the vacuumulator is going to grab it, and basically we have free ore doubling that takes no power. Now to actually smelt this, I do want to set that up today as well so that we can auto smelt it. Actually right here is where we're going to set up. Later on we're going to set up a high oven here, but not yet. There's not really much need in it at the moment, in truth, but later on we will use it for certain things. So, and they're pretty fun. If you've ever played with them, they're from Tinker's Complement. Of course, Tinker's Complement wasn't actually in the pack the last time that we went through it, but it's in the pack now. You know, it was actually added a little bit later in, which is pretty awesome. Let's throw in some gold. And we'll let that stuff run for a little bit. This should all be chunk. No, it's not chunk loaded yet. Let's chunk load this little area here. There we go. And let me go sleep. Okay, so this thing's kicking away. Awesome. Beautiful stuff. And then, like I said, I'll put a hopper on that and like a chest or storage crate or something like that. Maybe even this storage crate. We'll see. Probably not that one, though. I might just make another one. But the next thing that I want to make is I want to make a way to smelt all this, and I was debating on how I want to do it. And I think for this system, because I mean this is kind of our starting ore processing system, it's actually going to be fairly powerful once it's all done. But we're just going to go with an external heater. This thing right here. And we are going to need a bit of copper for this. That's fine. A bit of iron, a bit of redstone. That's cool. Let's go ahead and just grab a stack of this. And we'll get that going. And this was shears, right? Yeah. Technically, I could make plates and stuff a little bit cheaper, I think, through this, right? Because I can... I should be able to cast though, yeah. But I'm not going to. It's too slow right now. And I just don't feel like doing it. I have... Especially having ore doubling, like, already, and copper, I mean, we're going to have so much of that stuff, it's not going to matter, so. That's fine. I don't mind using a little bit of resources, because that's one thing about this pack, though. You know, even though it's an expert pack, and, you know, there's a lot of resources needed to make things, as you progress in, the amount of resources you find underground are super plentiful. So resources never tend to be much of an issue in this pack. Like, ever. Even without ore doubling or ore tripling or anything like that, it's just not much of an issue. Oh, I need one more iron. Okay. There we go. There's our external heater. I'm not sure if there's a quest for these or not. There might be. No, I don't see any. Oh, right there. They want us to get the alloy kiln. We should probably do that too, actually, maybe. And I was planning on getting this anyways, so yeah, let's maybe go ahead and make the 8 kiln bricks. I think we could pull that off. I didn't even think about putting an alloy kiln over here. I should do that. Because what I'm thinking, these two spots are going to be blast furnaces. This is going to be a high oven. I'm not going to worry about the big TC smelter or tank, because we just don't really need it, truth be told, in this forge. Later on, I mean, this won't be our only forge. This is just for our basic stuff. And I decided our creosote area is going to be set up in like a little charcoal making area, which we'll get into that later. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there is a term for that. Something. But yeah, you can see we're getting lots of metals from all this. And this is going very, very well. Let's grab a few more things and toss those in here. I know aluminum can go. Pretty sure osmium can go. Silver, yeah. Sounds good. Which, if we ever put anything in there, like, say, we put a metal or an ore in there that can't go, all it's going to do is just stop until we clear it, which isn't a big deal. You know, it's not going to waste it or anything like that. Okay, so for this, we need bricks and we need sandstone. That makes 2. Okay, that's super, super cheap. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's our kiln bricks. Woot. And, let's see. Yeah, they don't actually show up, though. The kiln stuff doesn't show up in there. There we go. So this is everything that we can make with it. It's not super extensive. And for the most part, I mean, I guess really I think everything that we can make with that, we can make with the smeltery. But it's just a little bit easier usually with the alloy kiln. So let me grab... Yeah. Let me just pop over to the smith real quick. Let's go ahead and set this thing up. Like I said, I really don't know where I'm going to put it. But I could shift this over. This will be pushed out a little bit further. And then I could fit the alloy kiln back in there, maybe. Or just push that over, and put the alloy kiln in the middle here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push that over. We're going to fit the alloy kiln into right there, I think. And then we'll just smack that with the engineer's hammer. And there we go. So we'll have blast furnace, alloy kiln. These probably won't be automated. These will be more for just manual use type stuff, which is fine. Okay, so now that we've got that, the thermoelectric, I am going to have to start making steel. So we'll get into that, and then the copper coil block. Constant tan is 1 part copper, 1 part nickel. And we can use the pulverized versions as well, which is quite awesome. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves... let's grab 10 and 10. I'm going to go ahead and dump those in there, and then let's go get some coal. And we'll get that running. And then I am going to pop over to project. That's what I've got this labeled as right now. And let's see. For that, we get a loot chest. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we got chicken curry. Okay. Just dump that into there for right now. Okay, and to make our blast furnace, I'm going to want a few pieces of steel. So I might as well go ahead and take a look at it, or it's blast bricks. I'm going to need 27 of these things. We're going to need blaze powder. We're going to need nether bricks. We're going to need bricks. All these things. So bricks are easy enough. And let's see. We're going to need 9 crafts. So let me just go ahead and grab our 36 clay. I'd like to get this running while we're gone. Okay, that's finished. We'll go ahead and get that running. And I've got an 11 netherrack. I'm not going to worry about putting stuff up right now, because I actually just don't need to. I'm pretty much on a focused mission at the moment. Let's see. What we're going to do, first and foremost, is I need to grab some netherrack. Okay, there's 36 of that. Now, really, I should... I can mine some more here in a little bit, because I really like to get 2 blast furnaces. Which I guess I could do that. Okay, so we got 2 bits of netherrack. We are going to be adding smoke to the top of the chimney on the build, by the way. A little bit later, but I've got to get like a smoker going. So we'll just go ahead and toss that in there, toss that in there. And I'm going to have to get some more clay going. I'll get that up and going here in just a little bit. The other thing I'm going to need is the... There's also that. We will probably maybe upgrade. But the only thing... Well, I can't do the preheaters on the one that's over in the smith. But that's fine, because honestly I find that the standard... just the standard blast furnaces tend to be more than enough early on. And you really don't ever need the preheaters. You can usually just go straight for the arc furnace, in truth. Okay, so now we have to go blaze hunting. And I do see one... I see a couple down here, which is good. There we go. Where did you drop your stuff, though? Or did you? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to need, what, 18? Well, 18 blaze powder. You know what? I never finished getting looting on this. That would actually be worth doing real quick. I've got the lapis to do it now, so... It's the only reason I didn't before is because I didn't have the lapis for it. Okay, let's go ahead and grab ourselves just a bunch of lapis, and we can finish off the looting that's on this. Okay. So there we go. Now we've got luck 3. So we should be able to get the blaze rods without issue at all now. There's, 3 from that one. There's 6. Ah! There we go. Now we can just warp on home and pop through and go get this knocked out real quick. We shall knock that out real quick. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is as we make like different swords for certain things, because we'll make a smiting sword and a broadsword and stuff, we can just put them in here and kind of store them, at least for now, until we build like an armory or something, you know. That should be good. By the way, what's the quest want us to get here? Blast furnace makes, okay, 27 of those. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get, boom, there's 27. Awesome. Okay. Let's clear all this stuff out of the way. But yeah, I definitely won't be putting preheaters in this area. Let me go ahead and snag that so I can fix this bit of floor here. And we'll go ahead and throw down our first blast furnace. Yeah. And there we go. Really hot topic. Okay, I'm going to pop over to home real quick because that's where I've got my coal coke. And we'll just go ahead and throw that in there. Throw that in there and get that running. That should be good. And then we're just waiting on the 3 steel, which that one's working through at the moment. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a piece of that so I can slot it in here. And I might actually go ahead and slot slag as well, because it would just kind of make sense here. So there's Constantine. I need a conversion. I need conversion upgrades in this. Oh, that one actually is the same thing. Okay. And then steel, I'll slot over here. Alright, so there's the last of our steel, and there is our thermoelectric generator. Awesome. And oh, they want us to get a piece of ice and a lava bucket. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's fine, because that's what I was planning on using starting out. So, let me go ahead and let me do these blast bricks real quick. Since this is kind of finishing up, go ahead and get this stuff knocked out. Still waiting on a couple bricks to finish up, but that's fine. I've got to clear all this stuff out and get it all built. So, okay, so there is our blast bricks. Our crude blast furnaces are done. All right, and so now what I need to do is I've got to go out and get a bucket of lava, which of course is fairly easy, and then I've got to get some ice, which so what I'm actually probably going to do is just make a solidifier. These things aren't terribly expensive. It is going to require a little bit of iron, but that's fine. Let me get... Let me get some of this iron smelting up. Okay, so there's our solidifier. Awesome. And this thing, for right now, I'm just going to set this up over... but actually, I might just set it up over at home. So we'll just toss that down, and then... I don't think this thing's going to need any power, but I could be wrong. Alright, so if we toss our water... Okay, maybe I have to have it auto input, which is fine if that's the case. I know some of the cyclic stuff's kind of weird like that, so somewhere about, actually I think it's over here, because I think we got it whenever we started immersive engineering, which was when we were working on the windmill. And I still need to move this chest. Yeah, I want the basic portable tank, and then we'll just place that down. Can I use the hammer? Nah, I've got to make a crescent hammer. Alright, so there's our crescent hammer. We'll go ahead and just right click that so it auto outputs. And then we can put the water there. And there we go. Now the fluid solidifier is running. And there's our ice. Okay. Took us a second, but that's okay. We've got ice now. And then we're going to pop down. That's fine. There we go. Hot stuff and quest complete thermoelectric generator. Awesome. Okay, let me pop over here and quest complete external heater. Awesome stuff. So that means we have knocked out these. We'll finish the rest of these quests in due time, so that's fine. Grab this. Let's put our thermoelectric generator right there. And then on the sides of this, we're going to put down our ice setting there. I'm going to go ahead and cover that for right now. And then we're going to put down our lava, which is also going to get covered for right now. And then we're going to have our external heater setting there. And then, okay, now it's connected, so you can see the external heater is powering up. This might actually, a little bit later, this might get pushed up, and some little changes done once we have conduits and things are a little bit easier to organize, you know. But for right now, this will be fine. And so what we're going to do now is let's pop over, let me grab, two of these. Actually, I've got one over there already, but that's fine. That's fine. So our furnaces are going to go here and here. Yeah, later on these will be pushed up because I actually want, you know, I'll have to pull items out the bottom. Right now I can't. That's fine though. We'll handle that later. But for right now, what we're going to do is, yeah, actually I won't even need a hopper doing it this way. Since I can't auto pump stuff out, what I can do for the time being is, you know, just whenever I pass through here, just grab like a stack of iron, toss that in, and that's going to power these. And you can see that just the lava and ice is enough to power two furnaces without needing fuel sources. So, of course, we can do better once we get into like liquid starlight and stuff, but this is plenty good for now. Having these two running, and yeah, and then we can just let that stuff smelt up, and then, you know, whenever it's done, we can move this stuff over for now. And then later on, we will, or here fairly soon, we'll get this fully automated. So basically the items go from here to the furnaces, get smelted, then get sent over to here. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge here soon enough. So, okay, so with that, I think I'm going to end out this episode here, actually. I don't know if it's quite wrapping up point. It's actually probably getting pretty close, I think. But besides, my voice is actually killing me right now. So, I think this is well and good enough for today's episode, I think. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time, hopefully with a voice that's not hoarse and everything. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.